Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into an update video for LEGO Shrek. Thank you guys so much for helping this thing reach 10K for the second time. I'm so grateful, so excited. This just begins a very long wait now to find out when or if this will be selected to become a potential LEGO set. Again, this does not mean that it's actually happening at all. And we reached all the milestones, obviously. So here's a nice big updated group shot of everyone together from the original project and this now. And again, these milestone figures that we did, they're not a part of the submission. They're just fun little incentive rewards of, hey, if we reach 5K, you can get this character. So I really love this. Again, shout out to Bulldozer. He actually was the one who started doing these different milestones. He's the fan designer of Sesame Street, as well as the upcoming Family Tree set. And let's talk about a couple of other things here that a lot of people are saying. No, this did not set any records. Unfortunately, we were 4 days off of making it into the final review period for 2023, but now we're in the first group of 2024 projects. So yeah, very exciting. Again, it was the same thing for last year's Shrek, so we'll find out in the fall of 2024. Hopefully it doesn't take that long again, like they did for some reason for that last review group. But anyways, I'm very excited about this. I have a list of figures ready if I have to do a third time, for sure. I think the most I would do is 3, just because that's how long and how many it took for LEGO The Office. But we'll have to wait and see. I do have an idea for something very different for the next milestones if I don't do figures, so I'm excited for that, but that'll take a lot of work. Won't say what that is quite yet, but let's address a lot of the comments and different things that I saw. We'll start with number 1, which is just so basic, is LEGO won't do this because they don't have the rights to Shrek. And that's how Ideas works. I'm very confused by when I see this comment, and it wasn't just like a one-off, it was multiple times being like, oh, this is DreamWorks, they never let that happen, or specifically, Disney would never allow DreamWorks to work with LEGO. So there's a lot to unpack there. Let's start with the basic is, number 1, that's how Ideas works. LEGO goes out and approaches these different companies for properties that they don't own the rights to. To name a couple, probably the biggest ones that now have their own themes is Minecraft and Sonic. They now have their own themes, and LEGO went and approached them for Ideas projects, and they said yes, and then it happened, and then they got turned into themes. You can look at any number of the LEGO Ideas Disney sets. Those are all properties that they had to go out and get themselves. But, you know, you've got so many things. Like, I could list them all. We've got Seinfeld, Friends, we've got Flintstones, we've got the Polaroid is technically a license, the Orient Express is technically a license, Ghostbusters, Doctor Who, BTS, the upcoming one, of course, being Twilight. So, you know, I could go on and go through every single one of the Ideas projects. They all are licenses that LEGO had to go out and get. That's not a point of why Shrek isn't going to be picked. That makes absolutely zero sense. As for the Disney comment of they would never allow LEGO to do that, well, here's a surprise you may not know. There are actually DreamWorks LEGO sets out right now. Gabby's Dollhouse is a DreamWorks animated show that goes on Netflix, but it is still DreamWorks. So there you go, right there. LEGO's working with DreamWorks. They also worked with DreamWorks back with Trolls. And if you want to go one step further behind DreamWorks, Universal Studios, they had a very big license with Universal when it came to their theme video. They were using their music. They've got the Jurassic World theme right now. That's Universal Studios. There's rumors of Despicable Me 4 sets happening later on this year. That's also, of course, DreamWorks by Illumination. We already had Minion sets, so again, more Universal. Again, I could just go on and talk about that. Anyways, I'm not trying to be negative in this video. I want this to be a positive and celebratory thing, but I just think that it's important as now we go into this really long waiting period that I address all these comments, concerns, and misconceptions that people have about Ideas and Shrek and just the whole process. But the one concerning thing that I have about this is that a knockoff LEGO company called Fantasy actually is launching Kung Fu Panda products later on this year, and it makes sense why, like, they would license it out there. You know, they're doing it for the Kung Fu Panda 4 movie. They're doing it because it's also Chinese New Year. You could see with like the dragon and all that stuff. So it, like, even the logo is in Chinese. It's very much created for that market. So I'm not too worried. I think that obviously Kung Fu Panda sets would be kind of cool for everyone, but even Shrek is just, it wouldn't just be, oh, here's a Chinese New Year set for Shrek. Anyways, wouldn't be too concerned about that. It's not great, but it's not like Lego's gonna be like, you know what, we're canceling Jurassic World and different things for this happening. Probably, though, the biggest concern is just that Lego could do a Shrek theme on their own. I mean, Lego Ideas is notorious now at this point for declining projects and then years later just doing it themselves or taking that sort of idea and making it into a set. So, you know, that would be rough, but at the end of the day, at least Lego Shrek is still being selected. But I definitely can see this turning into its own theme, not just for Shrek 5 sets, but even just doing sets off of the core movies and Puss in Boots. And I didn't see it this time around, but I'm sure it was being said of, oh, you're only getting 10K because you're a YouTuber. Again, we didn't set any records at all. This wasn't as fast as the other one, which was over the weekend. But, like, it's all the market. It's all the different people that see this. I mean, you look at Twilight, and that got 10K in a day. Shrek both times now, whenever someone is commenting, oh, Twilight is not as popular as Shrek. Well, here we are. Twilight got it in one day, and it took a weekend for the first time, and then almost coming up as a month for this time around. So, you know, it all depends on, you know, also the luck of the algorithm too, different things like that. It's so many different factors, but for me, like, I've had multiple ideas projects now at this point not reach 10K. I have a Santa Claus project that is about to reach 5K, but that's over a year old now at this point. So your point of YouTuber plus Lego ideas equals automatically 10K. No, that equation does not work. So yeah, again, I look at this experience, and it's insane to me every time someone posts something in a foreign language, or like it's reaching some part of the world that I don't really interact with, or at least to my knowledge, you know, with videos, obviously that can happen, but when I'm getting comments and reposts and retweets and different things in a different language, it just is so cool. Like, this just happened yesterday. Someone found my Kingdom Hearts project, which I'll be resubmitting for when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. But, like, look at the amount of support and attention that this is getting on Twitter. And it's just like, this is in a completely different part of the world. And I think that that's something that Shrek has. It has this insanely global appeal because of the love, obviously, for Shrek, but then it took on its own life after the films of becoming this huge meme, right? So it's so perfect. I love Shrek. I love Lego. I see it working so well together. So hopefully we can get it done this time. But who knows? We'll just have to wait a really long time to find out. But again, thank you all so much. I hope that you enjoyed this experience again. And thank you for everyone who supported and reposted and all that stuff, commented. It all helps so much. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.